All right, guys, we're gonna be talking today about the permission denied public keys error when we are trying to connect to our instances remotely on AWS. So I'm looking on our AWS account here. We have created our instance, but when we try to connect to this instance, it gives us an error saying that permission denied public key. So we want to see how we can resolve that issue. All right, so first you can click on the instance ID so we can connect to this instance. And at the top right, you can click on connect. All right, once you click on connect, you will see four major ways that you can use to connect to your instance. But we want to use the SSH client, okay? And we're gonna be using the JIT batch software to access this machine remotely. All right, so you can see that AWS have also outlined some of the rules that you can use to connect to these machines. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is we have to note the public IP address and we have to note the command. Now, one way you can get the error, the permission denied error, is by the usernames. With Linux machines, the usernames are always EC2 user. While with Ubuntu, the username will be just Ubuntu. So if you're using the Army Ubuntu and you're using EC2 user, it won't work. Okay, so you want to change this username to Ubuntu if you are using that operating system. But if you are using the Linux or Unix operating system, you want to go with EC2 user. Okay, so in our case, we are using the Linux Unix machine or operating system. So now we're gonna bring up our third-party software, which is the batch. All right, we're gonna open a new terminal here. And now we're gonna try to connect to this machine using this SSH command. You can see AWS has also brought up my private key. So we're gonna just use this command here. And now we are getting the permission denied public key. Okay, so we want to fix this issue. We want to fix this permission denied public key. All right, so remember we are using our private key to access these machines or these servers remotely. So in order to fix this issue, we want to point at the directory where these private keys are located. So on our local machines, remember when you were creating your key pairs, the private key was downloaded to the download folders. So you want to change the directory to downloads. Okay, and to change the directory, you issue the command cd, which C stands for change, D stands for directory, and you type in downloads and click on enter. You can see that we are pointing to that directory. Now, we also want to change, we also want to issue this command number 3 here so that our keys will not be publicly viewable. So we want to copy this command, still bringing it up. and paste it here. Hit on enter. Then we're gonna issue the SSH command. Remember, we're using the SSH client. So we're gonna copy this and include it here. Then we're gonna click on enter. So you can see that we have connected to our EC2 instance with just by changing the directory on which our private key was located or is being located. So in order to resolve that issue, you will have to change your directory to where the private key or your private key is being located on your local machines. I hope this helped. See you in the next video. Bye bye.